Welcome back everyone to another episode of Vegetarian Cooking with JJ. Today we're going to be traveling to Nigeria in my kitchen and I'm going to be making a very delicious stewed bean dish. It is also called Ewa Riro in the Yoruba language. This dish is perfect for a gloomy, snowy day like it is today. The sun isn't anywhere to be seen, nor is the CN Tower. This dish will surely fill you up and get you energized. So let's head over to the kitchen and get cooking. To start off, I'm going to get 1 cup of black beans in this bowl and we're going to soak them for a few hours. As you can see, they've expanded quite a bit after they've been soaked. I'm going to preheat the oven to 425. I've chopped up some plantains here. I'm going to put them in this bowl. Oil them up with our avocado oil. Add some salt and pepper. Mix it all up. I'll spread the plantain on this parchment-lined baking sheet and we'll want to get them golden brown.
Dodo!
What did you call me? Dodo actually means fried plantains in the Yoruba language. Nigerians love them and so do I. Spanish onions are the most popular, but this time I'm using a sweet onion. I'm gonna dice it up. Flip your plantain halfway through so they get brown on both sides. 5 or 6 cloves of garlic should be good enough for this dish, but I'll leave it up to you. You can always mix it up. Here we have a red bell pepper. I'm just going to cut it up into smaller pieces. And our plantains are ready. As you can see, they're golden brown. I got the jalapeno here. I'm going to chop about half of it up. I couldn't find any fresh habanero, that's why I'm using jalapeno. I saw some habanero at the local grocery store, but it didn't look like it was in great shape. Not enough people in the area like spicy food like myself. We're not going to go crazy because we're going to blend this up anyway. And I have 2 red chilies. I'm just going to slice them up. Here I have a bit more than a thumb's worth of ginger. I'm going to chop it all up. If you have a Vitamix, you don't have to go crazy. I'm going to chop mine up more fine because I don't really trust my blender. Now I'm going to slice up 3 spring onions. I have a couple of handfuls of parsley. I'm going to chop that up as well. Just roughly chop it because we're going to be blending this as well. I'm going to heat our stovetop to medium, get our Dutch oven nice and hot. We'll get a tablespoon of our coconut oil into our Dutch oven, let it melt up, and I'll toss in our onion here. Let that cook up for a bit. Starting to get brown now. So I'll toss in our garlic. We'll give it a nice mix. Now it's time to put some of our ingredients into our blender. We got our red bell pepper, we'll pop that in, our ginger, jalapeno, red chilies, green onion, and our parsley. I'll add 1 cup of water. Now it's time to get blending. Onions have caramelized nicely, which will add to the flavor of this dish. I'm gonna add in our chopped tomatoes. Give it a nice mix. Normally black-eyed peas are used or honey beans. I'm using black beans. You can use the traditional beans if you wish. I'll add in our mixture from the blender. Pop it all in. We'll stir it up. And I'm gonna add some salt. And I'll add some pepper. I'm gonna add 1 cup of veggie stock now. Now I'm going to cover it and I'll cook it for an hour or so, and we'll check on it, stir it up, and maybe we'll cook it longer. Since the lid is on, I'm adjusting the heat to low. Now it's time to lift the lid and see what we got. Give it a nice mix. And I would like to see this reduce more, so I'm going to cook it longer. I let this cook for an additional 40 minutes, and you can see the line where it started off. I'm just going to do a simple taste test here. I'm going to add some more salt. I'm going to let this cook for a little bit more uncovered. But now is the right time to add our plantain. I want to keep them in there for at least 15 minutes. I'm just going to cover it for a little bit more. Cook it a little bit more. Now an optional addition is some greenery. You can add kale, arugula, whatever leafy greens you wish. This is not really a traditional aspect to this dish so much, but it's a nutritional aspect to the dish. Eba is also a staple in Nigerian food, and it is also referred to as a swallow. It is made with gari. Gari is a type of flour which comes from the cassava root, which is a long tuber. What they do is they grate it up, they fry it up, and process it in such a way that it becomes a flour. It all comes pre-packaged in the stores, so you don't have to do all that hard labor. All you have to do is mix it with some hot water and it becomes a mushy type of dough. This dough is then used to eat the different stews with. They don't use utensils traditionally in Nigeria. They use this eba to eat the various stews with, and it is said that eating in this way is much more satisfying. I'm gonna add a teaspoon of kelp flakes. This is a substitute for fish. Sometimes fish is added in the traditional version. And this is thickened up nicely. So it's time to serve. Get a nice big scoop here. That will be perfect. Keep the rest warm for shimmy. Here's some bread here with some earth balance, and we'll get set up. It's that time again. I get to try it. My favorite part, as you all know. So you got our delicious stew here with the plantains in there in the mix. That is amazing. Sometimes some people add the yam. There are some differing recipes, as you would imagine. But for the most part, they keep it simple. This is so delicious. So simple but delicious. If you try this recipe out, I'm sure you'll return to it time and time again. If you like this video in any way, shape, or form, please support my channel by hitting that thumbs up button. Feel free to drop me a line down below, or if you have any questions, I welcome those as well. Tune in every Monday for a new video. Happy cooking and happy eating. Bon appetit.